Is it? Can you see, if I do makeup, can you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Alright. Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to do basic stage makeup. The purpose for stage makeup is so that under heavy lighting you can see your features on stage. So there will be some slight contouring in here, and eyebrows will be emphasised slightly, cheeks will be emphasised, and so will eyes. And this is how it goes. Taking a cake base, like this aqua colour which reacts with water, try and match the colour as close as you can to your skin, and then take a sponge with some water, not too wet otherwise it will go very drippy, so tap it off, take that in the colour and then spread all over your face. This has gone quite wet now, so what I'm going to do is spread it over, and then I'm going to tap out all of the excess onto, I've got some kitchen roll here on the table which you can't see. Just going to tap that out and take it back into the colour to really thicken up that layer. Cake base is the ideal base for stage makeup because it's a pretty heavy duty, it should cover most blemishes, and plus it's also quite gentle because it reacts almost with water, and it's kind of like a face paint, so it's fine for children to use. We're going to take that all over your eyes, across your lips, and make sure that you've got an even layer covering your face and also going down your neck. I'm using a 3W. The next step is to take an angled brush like this, or any kind of more stiff tipped brush, and take it into a colour that matches your brows. I'm using a normal eyeshadow palette here from Revolution Makeup, and I'm going to take this dark brown colour here and just fill in my brows. This is important because on stage, if you have light brows particularly, you will not be able to see them, and you want those features to stand out. The easiest thing to do is just follow the basic shape of your brows. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be a little bit darker than you might normally do your brow so that it can be seen. This is also relevant for children, although don't do them too big and dark because that would look quite weird. But I mean, stage makeup when you're off stage looks slightly bizarre anyway because of the nature of it. So as you can see, there's a difference while I'm filling in my brow. Like that. The next step that we're going to do is to take an eyeliner pencil like this one, which is from Me Now, but you can take any black eyeliner pencil or dark brown if you have that instead, and just line your eyes. The purpose of this is just to make your eyes stand out, and it is integral for men and women on stage to do this step. You just want to run that along the bottom of your lash line, and if you're feeling brave, your waterline. And you want to do that at the top as well. You can see the difference between my eyes from where I've lined it and where I haven't, and that's what helps it to show up more on stage. If you wanted at this step, if you're a woman, you can add mascara as well, but to be honest, it's fine to just keep it with the liner. The next step is going to be to take a dark colour and a brush like this one, which is an angled brush, to do some light contouring so that we can just chisel out features on our face so that to make them again more visible under stage lighting. For this you can use a matte bronzer or any sort of ashy undertoned matte eyeshadow, much like this end colour here, which is what I will use. Make sure that they're definitely matte colours. You do not want to be adding shimmers or anything with a sparkle to your face because the light will catch it and it will make you look really shiny. When you take the colour, you just want to tap it out on your hand because you want to add it gradually. You don't want to add a big thick line and then be like, oh, I can't blend this in and it be too much, although it does need to be quite heavy. To find your cheekbones, you can do two things. You can either pull the fish face and follow those lines, or you can use the brush that you're using and roll it up. When it hits bone, you know that that's the line there that you need to take for your contour. So I'm going to start. Now obviously, ordinarily if we were doing this for going out in public, you would blend that in more, but actually for stage you want to keep that line quite sharp, like this. And we'll just soften it by feathering it down slightly. To the other side. Now I'm just using this ashy toned eyeshadow for this, because I think it's a slightly better colour than bronzer. Right, and you can just rub your finger over it if you think it's a bit sharp, but it needs to be quite strong. The other area that we need to contour is down our nose, and for that you want to take a smaller brush, one that you would probably use for eyeshadow as well, and just dip that in the same colour, tap it off on your hand to make sure that you've not got too much product on there, and you just run that down the sides of your nose like that. Now use your finger to blend it down the side, and it just adds a little bit of emphasis to those areas of your face. That is all that you will need to do for a very basic stage makeup with regards to contouring. The next step would be to take a blush colour. So I've got some quite bright blush colours here, again because it's stage you want to use slightly brighter colours, or I've got a more pinky toned one here that you could build. Taking a small fluffy brush for blusher, I think I'm going to go for this colour because it's more matte. This central colour has got a shimmer, and as I said, you need to watch out for shimmers on stage because of the lighting. Dip it in. Again, always tap the excess out in the back of my hand, and then smile and place that on the apple of my cheek. And I'm going to build that up. Taking it into the colour again, tap it on my hand and just add a little bit by stippling the brush onto the cheek, like so. In case you're wondering why I keep looking to the side, that's because that's where I've got a mirror set up. Build that up like that until you're happy with the coverage. Remember, it needs to be quite bright, a lot brighter than you would do it if you were going out, because it needs to stand out on the stage. If you are doing, for instance, an outdoor scene and it's meant to be cold, for instance at the moment I'm performing in a show called Scrooge, you might want to add a little bit of the blush to the tip of your nose because it will help make you look more cold. Like that. The final part for a very basic stage makeup, which would be applicable to men, women and children, is to do your lips. And for that I'm actually going to just take the blush colour again, take a little bit of it on my finger, and where I've put the cake base on my lips, it will pick up the colour from the blush. So you can just rub that on. If you want to, you can take a little lip brush in the blusher again and do the same. Again, this is a necessary step for everyone so that we can see your lips. If you don't think it's dark enough, take it into a slightly darker colour and add a bit more. Of course, if you have lipsticks or lip colours or things that you want to use, for instance I've got a couple here, again just take your lip brush into the colour and apply to the lip. But if you have a very basic store of products, don't stress, you can use pretty much your blush and your eyeshadows normally to do everything. One extra step if you want to do that, particularly for women, it's not 100% necessary, is to just contour the eyes slightly as well. Taking the same brush that we used for our nose, in the same colour that we've used for contouring, which was that ashy dark brown, I'm just going to run that along the crease line, as that will just add a slight shadow to the eye. Again, just making the features stand out a little bit more under heavy stage lighting. Like that. And that is a basic stage makeup look. It's a bit extreme for going out to the shop, but it's perfect for on stage under the heavy lights. If you have any questions, you want to see anything else with regards to stage makeup, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you soon. Bye! And on stage, you can... Why are you laughing? For God's sake! Why? Oh my God, how off-putting is that? Stay there a minute.